Hey everybody, Steven here, and doing an update on the studio that I have here. But with that, one of the main reasons for actually doing this is I actually got a new camera here. So I have the Sony a6400. I use that, I'm gonna be using that with my other YouTube channel, which really has to do with like tech and gaming stuff, but also for this channel as well. I've mainly been filming everything on my phone, and the reason for that is I have a DSLR camera at the house. It's a Nikon D5300, but the autofocus is horrible. So with this, if I move further away or I come more and more into frame here, it's keeping my face in focus or whatever the subject is. The DSLR, typically I have to set the focus, and then if I move in and out of that, it is out of focus. Or if I use their kind of like auto face detection software stuff that comes with it, you're gonna hear the lens shifting. So you're gonna hear like the zit, 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 and all these other things. And it just sounds horrible in post, and I can't really get rid of it. So this is much better. You can tell this is shooting in 4K here. So super excited about this, but I'm gonna turn this camera around because we're gonna look at some stuff in here that I do wanna talk about really, really quick. So, get this turned around. Starting here in the corner, so our heater right there is actually working. I don't have it on right now because it is very, very loud because it has the fan. But if you can hear it, let's get a little bit closer. Hopefully you can hear that flame. So that's the pilot for it. So this is a natural gas heater. Got that installed Monday. I've been putting it off because typically you need a deposit, right? The electricity was a $100 deposit, and I just don't have the money to do this. But I found out you can actually get it waived if you set up auto pay. So with that, it actually waived the $100 deposit, which is awesome. So that's actually been keeping the temperature quite cozy in here. I had it turned off for the last session because those guys want it cooler in here, but it's what, 66 in here. I mean, if I turn it on right now and I leave it on for 30 minutes, it'll be in the mid 70s. So it does a very, very good job, especially compared to my old electrical one right here. That one, it costs more to run, but two, it doesn't heat this up as good. So outside of that, anything changed in here? Nothing has actually changed in terms of equipment or anything like that. I don't know if I can't say that. I don't know if I had this stuff up last time, which is just, I haven't fixed it, but having the tapestry up there just to give some type of life to this section and this one over here. I'm gonna tweak that stuff though. I'm not set in stone on that for right now. But the like cloth deal right there actually keeps this more insulated, which is awesome, covering up the garage door there. So that has helped out a little bit actually. But equipment wise, nothing has actually changed in here. So we have the heater set up, but one of the things I do want to point out is if you can see the exhaust right there. So that's where the heat actually goes out of. But I'm going to turn this back around now. But with that, and I think I've talked about it before, but with that, it has I don't even know what to call it. It's like a cover on it, on top of the roof. If it's windy outside, that's all you hear. So if I try to shoot a video and it's windy outside, you're gonna hear like click, 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 click. I mean, my Core 360 belt, I had to address that because I was in here for a while and it got bad enough that I had to stop shooting a couple times. It's just so noisy. So trying to shoot content in here when it's windy has turned into a pain, and it kind of sucks. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get all this set up, is to shoot more content. But like I said, if it's windy, it just kind of ruins all the takes because it just takes over. If I'm talking, it'll actually almost like drown out what I'm trying to say. It's so loud. So in the summer, I have the fans going, that's one thing. Then you have the AC going, that's another thing. Layer on top of that sound, it's too much. So and one of the interesting things of trying to figure out how I'm going to shoot content in here, and that's just been an issue that I've had, an unforeseen issue. It doesn't happen all the time, but I'm in Oklahoma and it does get windy from time to time here. So it's happening more than I'd like it to. But that's the update. New camera, hopefully new content. with this quick little tour of everything. So, and I'll point this on everything again here in a second, but got the heater in, really nice. Now my daughter is being born next week potentially, so there may be a slight period of nobody hearing anything from me, just because we're kind of dealing with what we need to deal with our newborn. And luckily my son is 11, he's going to be helping out, but also making sure that my wife is taken care of and all of that as well, and then making sure I can take care of my clients. So certain things are going to be taking priority for a little bit, which, like I said, may mean less content from me, but that's also what I've been dealing with. So it's one of the reasons why I haven't been pumping out as much content on here right now. It's because we've been dealing with other things that just take precedence over this. So that is it. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow with all of my content, hopefully rolling up here soon, but there may be, like I said, a slight break there, but I will be coming back full force. I just don't know how long of a break, or like I said, if I really take any, or if I do have these small windows where I can shoot something, we'll see. Trying to figure that out, right? But if you guys do want to follow along with that, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.